Hello and welcome to Sunday, April 19th. We are going to use the Lenormand Tarot or the Lenormand Oracle, depending on how you want to view these cards. I have done an off-screen pre-shuffle and now we ask for our messages or message for Sunday, April 18th. I almost forgot what day of the week it was. With this deck, please think of a possible yes or no question for Sunday, April 18th, and hopefully we will get at least 3 cards. Sometimes this deck can take a little bit of time to shuffle and we may not get 3 cards because that is just not the message that it has. A couple quick interesting facts about this deck. Created by Madame, I believe it was Louise Lenormand in the 1800s. She was from France. Initially, she used playing cards to do tarot readings or predict the future, as it was kind of called back then. That in itself is called cartography and still exists today, and you can use regular playing cards to do or to get a very basic tarot reading, and that was incorporated in the Lenormand cards as well as the imagery. Instead of having 72 my French is kicking in today. I swear it's the allergies because we are in full-on spring season. And for those of us with seasonal allergies, we're locking ourselves in our houses, not because we're fearful of catching anything else, it's because it's just safer. And it's also much more attractive to be in your house when your allergies are in full swing. Even though it is so tempting to go outside right now because it is fairly warm, it is bright sunshine, which after a week of rain is very much welcome. Okay, I'm not going to take this huge pile, but I am going to take these 2. There really is not any reversals, at least not that I'm aware of with this deck, so it doesn't matter how they come out. Oh, and there we go. Ooh. Okay, I am going to have to check the king here, or the number 6 card, simply because even though I've used this deck a number of times, I've never seen this one. Clouds. Okay, so the king of spades. This is the one I'm talking about. Dark storm clouds. Okay, Sunday's looking like it might be a little stormy in the household here. Keywords. Confusion, trouble, doubts, fears. Okay, we've got more fears coming in. We had some of that yesterday with the Book of Shadows Tarot, where there's fear coming in, there's doubt, our mind is getting clouded. I also need to check the playing card on this one. I do believe that's going to be a negative. So again, remember, think of that yes or no question. I've got a couple things to go over first. Okay. So we start off with, and we do have some numerology going on with this deck, which is a little bit unusual for the Lenormand. There is, I believe, only 32 cards in this deck. So we are starting off with the snake, card number 7. As you can see here, the playing card, remember I said they were going to come in? We have the Queen of Clubs, but the snake in the grass is basically the keywords for this particular card. There is deception here. We've got, I thought that was a flock of geese in the background on this deck, and the cobra chickens are very much back here, as are the seagulls, which are not great because they're nested in a building just a street over. Both birds I'm not fond of. Anyway, we've got the number 4 card, King of Hearts, but we have the home, your foundation, your safe place, your security. This is where you are really spending your time, but it's not just about where you spend your time. It is your safe spot, your safe place. This card, particularly with the Lenormands, really are affected by whatever cards come before and after. So I'm going to just quickly touch upon the clouds again. We have the King of Clubs, card number 6, the Homes, card number 4. There's doubt, there's fears. If somebody is worried about losing their home, be careful when it comes to potential sales or anything regarding your home. I do really strongly feel that there's a warning here. You're worried about what is maybe happening to your home or within your home, and rightfully so, with the snake in the grass, or the snake card, which is foretelling of deception coming into your home, and it is clouding your judgment, especially if it's something to do with your security. Now, this could be your financial security as well. It does not necessarily have to be your home. It is your foundation. There's a lot of fear and doubt kind of creeping in today, so just be mindful of that. Now, we've got the 2 clubs. Now, clubs are generally seen as a no. The King of Hearts is a neutral maybe to a maybe yes. But with the Lenormands, you do kind of take 2 out of 3, whatever's best. Also, on the bottom of the deck, even though Lenormands don't normally take off the bottom of the deck, we do have the Whip, card number 11. We've got the Jack of Clubs. So whatever that yes or no question was you were thinking of in the beginning of the reading, the answer is no. Cracking the Whip, you're feeling a lot of pressure here, and there's a lot of fear involved, and you feel like maybe you've been conned, maybe there is deception creeping in. Just be mindful. Try not to let it shake your foundations, because things are solid. It's just stuff going on in your mind that is happening. There's nothing here that is indicating that your foundations are going to fall or crumble. There's no like tower moment card here. So just be mindful of the deception. You may have to crack the whip and get more serious. You may have to clean house. And we all know that the clouds do eventually have to part. So try not to be too hard on yourself. On the very bottom of the deck, we have the letter and the bouquet and the anchor. So your foundation is very strong, it's very solid, and there is good positive news on the way. It just might not be in the next couple of days. Underneath the whip is the heart, the moon, the fountain, the star. So there is more positive energy coming in. It's just a feeling in your mind. Now, if you do look at things and you find that deception, you may have to crack that whip and straighten things out, get your affairs straightened out, whatever it is that is causing this confusion and doubt or possible deception. You may have to remove somebody. You may have to get disciplined yourself and keep your boundaries up. This is a bit of a warning and stuff that is going on in your mind, but not necessarily going to be playing out in a worst case scenario, just because there are a lot of positive cards kind of being influential, just not right away. So I'm going to leave it here, and I will talk to you tomorrow.